Nagsasagawa ngayon ng press conference ang AFP kaugnay sa pagpatay sa isang Pilipinong transgender sa Olongapo City. Panoorin po natin ito.
First question, Marisol. May listahan. Okay, sige, unahin na lang natin. Si Manny Mugato, Reuters. Manny, shoot your question.
Sir, good afternoon. How will this murder incident affect the relationship between the two militaries and their activities, considering that the American soldier was involved in an exercise?
First of all, we regret that this thing happened, and we want to assure everybody that we are supporting whatever investigation that will be conducted. And secondly, or thirdly, this will not affect our relationship with the United States, in as much as the committed offense was not during the Balikatan or PIBLEX exercise, but during a admin break. Soldier. Follow-up question? Manny?
Okay. Sir, what will happen to the U.S. ships? When will they leave, or will they leave behind the soldier who was involved in the murder case?
I think the ship is still on hold. And hopefully they will surrender the identified soldier that is allegedly involved in that incident.
Thank you.
Sana yung ano? Sana yung mic stand? Mic stand. Carmela Fonbuena, Rappler.
Sir, where are we in EDCA? Have we decided the locations and what else were discussed regarding the implementation of EDCA?
We continuously are talking about EDCA, and of course we want a decision of whether EDCA is constitutional or not. And unfortunately, we cannot move forward if there are legal impediments. But we continuously dialogue and informally talk about it. There are no final or official discussions right now on EDCA. Follow-up question, Carmela?
But initial discussions, sir, on Subic, on Oyster Bay, on Fort Magsaysay, where are we?
Unfortunately, we did not talk about EDCA.
So no discussion on EDCA?
During the MDB-SEB meetings.
So when will be the first discussion on EDCA, sir?
Hopefully when the Supreme Court finally decides.
And that's next year, sir? Next MDB meeting?
No, the Supreme Court is not part of the MDB-SEB meeting.
Yes, sir. But the next MDB meeting will not be until...
No, what will happen is if the Supreme Court decides that it is constitutional, we will start meeting about, do the meetings about EDCA.
So no initial discussions? Sir?
No discussions during the MDB-SEB. Okay, next question. Errol Kabatbat, TV5.
Sir, good afternoon. Were you able to discuss with U.S. Pacific Commander Locklear the incident in Olongapo? And did he give some assurance that justice will be given to the family of Jeffrey Laude?
Yes, he talked about it. In fact, personally, he wants to say his regrets of what really happened, that unfortunate incident. And he said that he sympathized with the family of what had happened, and he wants the full investigation to be conducted by the NCIS. They have a counterpart intelligence unit or investigation unit together with the PNP.
Sir, were you able to ask him if he's amenable to the suggestion that private Pemberton be turned over to the local authorities pending investigation?
We did not talk about it.
Sir, one last question. How about the American ships, sir? Did he tell you when the ships will be leaving, or what are the plans?
Did not tell anything, but what he has stated is all the ships are grounded.
Indefinitely, sir?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, next question. Shara Zambrano, please. Next is George Cahiles.
Hi sir, alam po natin na hindi sa AFP ang investigasyon pero bilang kayo po yung katuwang kapartner ng US military dito sa mga exercise na nangyayari, ano po ang pahayag o sentimiento ng AFP dito sa nangyari bilang hindi ito yung unang pagkakataon na may US Marine tayo na na-involve sa unfortunate incidents such as this?
Well, of course, kami po'y nababahala at nasasaktan dahil kapwa Pilipino natin yung naging biktima. No? Whether kung ano pang kaurian o kasarinlan na pinagsasabi natin kung ano siya. Pero at the end of the day, sa Pilipino, we have to protect his rights, we have to fight for his rights, and we have to give justice for his untimely death.
Ano po ang actively magagawa ng AFP dito sa matter na to? Is there anything we can say or do to iron this out and to protect our interest, as we always say?
Nasa kamay na po ng mga Amerikano yan kasi behavior po yan eh. Kaya nga gina-emphasize ko sa sundalo, kawal, disiplinado, bawal, abusado, dapat asintado. So maybe they can adapt our slogan. Medyo siguro wala namang organisasyon na hindi nagkakamali, pero this one is quite a big mistake. So the US or the command of the US Pacific Command will have to look into this very seriously. And I think they are looking into it very seriously.
Napagsabihan po ba natin sila na medyo ayusin ang kanilang mga ranggo?
Ang alam ko, nung commander ako ng 7th Division, may mga balikatan tayo. Talagang kontrolado nila yung mga sundalo nila. Pero for this particular incident, nagkaroon kasi ng liberty. So they were on their own. No? They were not being supervised. It was not a supervised privilege na katulad sa kadete na bababa. Pag yung mga kadete sa PMA magpi-privilege, dadali ng privilege bus, bababa sa Baguio, and then may time na ihintayin sila, iuwi sa barracks. Sa kanila siguro, kanya-kanya sila. So there was nobody who was supervising them and nobody was cautioning them. So it led to that unfortunate incident.
Okay. Next, George. And next in line is Marisol.
Sir, magandang hapon po. Sir, we've seen this before and we're seeing this again. So kumbaga po sa usapin ng custody, pagdating po sa mga nai-involve na mga Marines or kung sino man sa mga joint military exercises, are we going to request na parang ibigay yung custody sa atin itong si Pemberton given that heinous crime po itong kinakasangkutan niya sa kanya?
Unang-una, medyo labas na sa aming saklaw yan dahil that is a VFA matter and it would be better that Yusek Oban to answer that.
Pero sir, in case na halimbawa tanungin po kayo ni Yusek Oban, magre-recommend po ba kayo ng ganito?
Na anong gagawin?
Na ibigay sa custody ng Pilipinas itong si Pemberton?
Yung napag-usapan na is ang custody ata yan sa Amerika eh. So yung VFA agreement, doon tayo muna magiging nakabase.
Sir, meron po, kaya nabanggit niyo po, may mga rest and recreation time na binibigay po doon sa mga US Marines or US soldiers kapag nandito sa Pilipinas. Mukha pong yan yata yung nagiging cause. Pag nakakawala sila at walang nagbabantay sa kanila, will you recommend po siguro sa mga next joint military exercises na tanggalin na ito kasi mukhang doon po tayo nagkakaproblema?
Well, everybody is entitled to his liberty. No, the way you conduct it is another problem, no, or is another thing to. So siguro this was the biggest PIBLEX exercise. Mga 4,000 ata ang na-involve. So you can just imagine 4,000 soldiers were on liberty at that time, and one unfortunate incident destroyed everything.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, next, Marisol. And then next is Alexis.
General Katapang, sir. Sir, may we know, pagka-ongoing pa po ang FIBLEX exercises natin with them, with your counterpart, you are in full account of those soldiers. Pero kapag katapos na ho, we don't know their whereabouts na, sir. Like, hindi na natin kailangan i-monitor sila kung saan sila, sir?
Hindi, monitored sila.
Alright.
Monitored sila. But ang ano dyan is, halimbawa, katulad ngayon, nagkaroon kami ng MDB-SCB.
Opo.
At the time na natapos yung MDB-SCB, formally, close na yung activity. Ngayon, yung mga sundalo na yan, kanya-kanyang uwi na yan, no? Nandun na sila, ang accounting sa kanila is on the side, administrative accounting, on the side of the Americans. And then meron naman tayong counterpart, which will see to it na accounted for sila na bumalik na sa kanilang mga destinasyon na pinanggalingan.
All right. Sir, going back to the discussion on the custody, and we know this is VFA matter, pero we understand kasi, sir, during the time of Smith also, and then habang nire-refine itong VFA, kasi nagkaroon yata sa problema before kung who will have the custody of Smith, isa yatang tiningnan yung military facility if you are capable of, of handling like yung mga suspected na gano'n na involved sa ganito. So just in case, sir, do we have the facility?
Hindi ko alam. Tatanungin natin sa BFA kung anong facility yung prepare nila, because they are the ones who should have prepared for that. Part of the agreement.
Sir, di po ba nung tayo na may discussion kay Smith, isang tiningnan yung mga detention facility ng AFP kung pwede nga doon si Smith, since nakita yata ng inyong counterpart na parang it was not that adequate, so napunta sa kanilang custody. Ngayon ba, sir, do we have that capacity already? Rather, the facility.
As of now, wala kaming facility na masasabi natin na, kasi wala pang mutually agreed upon facility. Ganong kalaki ba yung kwarto, anong klaseng toilet, sa matulugan, sino mag-handle sa kanya, sino magbabantay sa kanya, anong klaseng privileges meron siya. So those are the things na hindi pa na-iron out.
So even after Smith, sir, hindi pa po malinaw pa rin ang tinatawag na criminal jurisdiction, sir?
Hindi ko lang alam kasi BFA matter yan.
Okay, sir, last na po, please.
Last.
Sir, please share us lang ano ho yung mga mahalagang pinag-usapan niyo. Although kahapon, nabanggit ho yung napakaraming bagay, pero yung actual ho kanina sa meeting, ano-ano po yung mga napag-usapan ho ninyo with your counterpart?
We emphasize that the 21st century the challenges of the 21st century will all be global. And we are part of the 21st century, yung bansa natin. No? So ang global challenges will be global terrorism, global radicalism, global climate change, global maritime concern, global transnational crime, and hopefully global proliferation of weapons of mass destruction. So doon umikot yung mga activities na gagawin natin.
Was South China Sea issue seriously tackled?
Maritime concern. It was seriously issued kasi lahat naman ng pinag-uusapan namin doon seryoso eh.
Sir, ang vague naman. Specifically po, sir, ano po yung sa mga maritime security issue po, sir?
Well, of course, yung katulad yung PIBLEX, di ba? Nakita nyo, amphibious landing yon. Let's say, inatake yung Pilipinas, na pinakita doon kung paano ma-reclaim o mabawi yung isang lugar na nakuha ng kalaban, ganun.
Okay, next, Aya Makalma, then Ron. ABS-CBN. Okay.
Sir, i-rehash ko lang yung tanong ni Marisol in regards about the meeting, sir. Ano po ba yung medyo mas specific na mga natalakay natin? Although I know it's just a half-day meeting, pero ano po yung naging concern ninyo with both parties in regards about dun sa mga topics na inilatag nyo na tinalakay?
Nagbibiroon nga kami ni Admiral Locklear kanina eh. Sabi niya, Greg, I need another ball pen. Kasi sinain namin yung mga activities, 426. Sabi niya, doon sa dami ng pinipirma namin na activities, maubos na raw yung tinta niya. So, ganun kadami yung magiging activities natin. And then that will talk about activities that will revolve around yung sinabi ko mga topics. Kasi in-introduce ko pa nga yung pandemics eh. Sabi ko, another challenge, global challenge is pandemics that like the Ebola virus. Sabi niya, okay, we will also talk about it.
How about sir sa EDCA, meron bang konting part doon? Kahit I know meron tayong doon case ngayon.
Wala talaga, kahit
wala
konting
talaga
pagtingin, wala.
sa EDCA, sir? Or even mga clause? Kasi sir, technically parang wala pa talagang sa ilalim dun sa
Actually,
napirmahan na...
kasi dun sa mga committees na created, wala namang EDCA eh.
Okay.
Panay activities lang yung pag-uusapan eh.
Sir, can you name just the top 10 na or top 5 na activities na
Yun yung binanggit na kanina.
Bukod dun sa yung mga normal na meron tayo like yung Fiblex,
Ito, para open tayo. Ito mga briefings, West Philippine Sea Assessment, Maritime Security Update, AFP Cyber Security Plan, AFP Capability Development Plan and Minimum Credible Defense. Meron kaming Balikatan Update, meron kaming AFP Internal Peace and Security Plan Update, meron ding JSOTOF Transition and Way Ahead, and then US Rebalance to Asia Pacific. And then ito mga activities sa training and capability development.
Last na sir, any updates sir sa ISIS? Meron na bang confirmation? Kung meron bang...
Hanggang ngayon, bine-verify pa namin.
So,
wala pang confirmation.
Na merong ISIS. Okay, thank you sir.
Okay, next, Ron, and then Ace Romero.
Good afternoon, General. Sir, maiba lang po ng konti. Sir, how did you arrive at a decision to relieve the chief of the AFP Medical Center?
Una, may ombudsman complaint. And then I asked the TJAG for comment na meron bang prima facie evidence that will merit the investigation. So meron daw. And because he is now being investigated, mas maganda siguro na wala muna siya sa pwesto kasi so that he'll not be able to influence whatever investigation is being undertaken.
Do you believe, sir, that this is just an isolated corruption case in AFP right now after the overhauling of the entire procurement system?
Well, hopefully, but I'll wait for the investigation.
Sir, one last. Going back, sir, sa VFA, what is our assurance right now that there will be more VFAs to come? But what will be the assurance that the same thing wouldn't happen in the future?
There's no assurance kasi parang it's if there's a human factor involved, no? Sabi nga, to err is human, to blank is to divine, no? Parang ganun eh, di ba? Natural sa tao na nagkakamali.
Okay, next. Alexis?
Yes.
Dito. Pasaway ka.
General, are there measures that you agreed upon on how to prevent ISIS from infiltrating the Philippines?
Of course.
What are these measures?
Yung unang-una, yung ongoing training natin on yung intelligence sharing, and then yung situational awareness, and then maritime security. So there's a lot of things that can be done to ensure that, and then may mga CMO activities, may USAID component, and there are hard and soft approaches para hindi makapasok yung ISIS sa atin.
But other than those, because we are already doing those things, meron po bang mga bagong activities on how to prevent yung entry ng ISIS or spreading its influence dito sa Philippines, considering na yung South, meron silang mga nagpro-profess ng support doon sa radical group na yun?
Well, I think it's more on social awareness, telling them that yung Muslim religion does not advocate violence, mga ganon. Information operations, telling what's good about the Muslim religion and telling them that this is not the way that the Muslim religion should be implemented.
So how will the US help us address this ISIS threat?
Kasi siguro may yung mga share information exchanges, yung experience nila sa Iraq and Syria, they can share it with us.
So intensify lang yung cooperation. Parang
Intensified cooperation.
Thank you po.
Okay, thank you very much. That's all.
So, meron pa.
Last pa, si Kuya Bing and si Tuesday. Last two.
Sir, good afternoon po. Nanggaling kayo sa Sulu. Latest lang po update kung ano yung nangyari sa inyong bisita doon at yung marching order nyo, natapusin na yung problema natin sa mga bandidong Abu Sayyaf. Meron ho bang latest report kami matatanggap sa inyo, sir?
I've created a crisis management team in GHQ. Every 3 hours we're monitoring what's happening with the hostage situation or the kidnap situation with the Germans, so that we want to know if indeed the German kidnap victims will be beheaded. So it's a mixture of knowing what's really happening and being prepared for any eventuality.
Pero umattend kayo kahapon, sir, sa report ng crisis committee meeting yesterday?
I was not here. General Bonapos lang ang pumunta kasi I had to meet the MTB-SCB US counterparts.
Okay, last question. Tuesday.
Hi sir, nabanggit nyo kanina sir yung tungkol sa pandemic na Ebola. Mayroon po ba kayo napag-usapan with the US counterpart kung paano po natin mapaghahandaan na yung possibility na makapasok daw po rito sa Pilipinas yung Ebola virus?
Yeah, we will. I was told by Admiral Locklear to talk with this Major General Ching, the head of the hospital in US PACOM, because they have experience on addressing those kind of pandemics. And we will continuously, would like to include that in one of the MDB-SEB activities.
In the future. Okay, thank you.
Last question? Wala na? Wala na? Peacekeepers, sir. Peacekeepers.
Peacekeepers, tentative November 10, the marching orders has been given by the President. Unfortunately, we will not be able to give them a hero's welcome. But they will have to be quarantined for 21 days, all of them. And then thereafter, we will give them a welcome party for passing the test. Thank you. Quarantine test. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for coming. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat.
At yan po ang press conference ni AFP Chief of Staff General Gregorio Catapang Jr. Kinalulungkot daw ng AFP ang pagkamatay ng transgender sa Olongapo City na si Jeffrey Laude, kung saan isang miyembro ng US Marines ang suspect. Tiniyak ng AFP na sinusuportahan nito ang isinasagawang investigasyon sa krimen. Maasa raw ang AFP na isusuko ng gobyerno ng Amerika ang kustodiya ng suspect na si Private First Class Joseph Scott Pemberton. Kailangan daw mabigyan ng hustisya ang pagkamatay ng ating kababayan ayon kay Catapang. Ayon din kay Catapang, hindi makakaapekto sa relasyon ng Pilipinas at Amerika ang kinasasangkutang kontrobersya ng suspect. Patuloy pa rin daw na minomonitor ng otoridad ang kilos na makalahok sa joint military exercises kahit pa natapos na ito, at batay sa kanilang impormasyon, umabot daw sa 4,000 US soldiers ang nakilahok sa nasabing PHIVLEX exercises.